if you are watching, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, like and share with others. Also drop your comments. You agree with Mr. Bisi Akande, who said that OBIdients movement started the EndSARS as a discrediting the government of President Muhammadu Buhari there.
Bisi Akande should respect himself because he's an elder statesman. You know, every elder statesman, you have to talk. When you talk, your word should be polite. Because I don't think we are no more in the era of politics. We are in 2025 and we still have 2 years before politics will start. So for him to start the campaign for politics now, I think it's too early. All of us know what championed that EndSARS. We saw what EndSARS has done to a lot of Nigerian youth. You were in this country, Bisi Akande is in this country, where a lot of young men were gunned down in the daytime. Just because they do dead law, a lot of them are not Yahoo. Even if they have Yahoo, SARS does not have any right to gun any person down, because what they do is that they extract money from these guys. They are not there. Look at what they are doing in the street. Even after the EndSARS police now, police stop with a young man, answer your phone, check everywhere. Where is he taking? Is he taking them to prison? They will tell you 2,450,000. Do this. They are extracting money from these young guys, and these young guys, they came out and they say enough is enough. That if government cannot do the needful, they arrest it. And that EndSARS was championed by unknown leaders, and that EndSARS took another new dimension that the government were surprised. They thought it was a play issue, and the team caused a lot of havoc. For Bisi Akande to say it's a Biafra movement, it's wrong. No, Biafra movement was being championed by the youth. OBIdients movement is mainly the youth, because the youth are frustrated about these all takers that are installing their children to take over their, I think Nigeria is their property, and that is their annoyance. The youth mobilized during that EndSARS and said enough is enough, and they came out and the world heard their voice. But the government of Buhari there took it upon themselves with soul, and they marched these young guys despite they were singing the national anthem. They hold their flag, no gun, no cutlass, and they allowed Nigeria soldiers to kill most of them. Despite they deny it that nobody will die. But you and I know the truth. Thank God that the panel they said by themselves in Lagos State confirmed that a lot of people died during that EndSARS at Lekki. So for him coming out, this statement, this Akande just said, people that have lost their children in the course of that EndSARS will make them cry the more, because most of them that came out to fight for that EndSARS, they are not politicians. They don't believe on Nigerian politicians. Well, let me shock you, most of Nigerian youth, they don't care what is going on, and that's why we find ourselves in this mess. Because what they do, Nigerian youth right now, most of them they do Yahoo, most of them they are into internet, anything that brings money from internet. They don't want to care what Nigerian politicians are doing. That's why you can see these old takers are taking it upon themselves. They are busy looting our future, busy mortgaging our future on a daily basis. Because Nigerian youth now, all we do now, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, rest of them and all, that's what we are doing. So for Bisi Akande, a statement to come out and voice that kind of statement is very wrong, and I am ashamed of him for this say that, because it is not a political season. So even the Tinubu that is the president of Nigeria, he knows what happened. Many of them know what happened. It was never an obedient movement. This is the reason why we are saying right now, Tinubu, we know you that you have malpractice system, and you have succeeded what you do in Lagos. You are doing it in national right now. You have crippled the opposition party in Nigeria. As I speak to you today, there's something like a Labour Party anymore. Labour Party is down there and buried because of what the APC are doing, because they don't want opposition. When it comes to 2027, PDP, you saw them yesterday in their meeting, they were throwing blows for each other, because Tinubu and Wike have attacked PDP, and they know that nothing can come out of PDP. It's as bad as that. So, but Bisi Akande, the right man to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is he trying to make a statement to champion way for him in 2027? The good work of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is what we speak for him. The movement of OBIdients movement is gone. He's Obi a president. Obi is not a president. Now is what prompted this statement. So for me,
I wanted to ask you that. What can make Bisi Akande to make that statement at this particular time in Nigeria? This is 2025. EndSARS happened in 2020. Obedient movement started in end of 2022 before the election. What do you think can make Bisi Akande to make a statement?
That's why I'm telling you that he's out of politics. Maybe probably he's trying to create when there's a favorable weather for Ahmed Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Bisi Akande should know that he's only close to his grave. He's having a few years to live on earth. Highest he live on earth, maybe 30 years or 40 years, but he cannot live the year he has spent on earth here. He should do every available means to make sure Nigeria is better, not to incite statements that will divide Nigeria. With this suffering Nigeria are suffering, that statement is not for him, and he needs to apologize to that statement. We got that statement because the youth are not happy with that statement he made.
Earlier we saw Afenifere calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. What is your opinion about that kind of coming from Afenifere themselves?
Of course, Nnamdi Kanu is due for release. That young man that was being kidnapped in Kenya by the Fulani president, former president Tinubu Buhari, because that young man, Nnamdi Kanu, revealed most of the secrets that the Fulani men are doing to Nigeria. How they are destroying the Plateau state, destroying what is it called, Benue. Don't forget that during the time of this Buhari, you will see Fulani will kidnap, Fulani will do all those things, but yet police will arrest them, they will release them because they are Fulani. So let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu is due to release. Let President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to listen to the Afenifere, the Ohaneses, the prominent people in the East, the governor of the East, say this young man, release this young man. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, don't use Nnamdi Kanu to play politics. You are not the one that kidnapped him, we know, but do the needful and release that young man, let him go.
But the question is that was Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped or he was arrested?
Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. That is why the appeal court of Nigeria saying that the way he was being extradited to Nigeria is unlawful. That's why Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that he does not have a case, that any lawyer that wants to try his case, that lawyer must be a corrupt lawyer. If they want to try him, they should take it back to UK. He went unlawful to arrest him in Kenya, he's a kidnap. So my dear brother, it's a kidnapping too. Let them release that young man, let that man go.
Finally, we are closing. Donald Trump did not invite any African leader for his inauguration. What does that say about our leaders in this part of the world?
Of course, the Donald Trump have already made a statement that Africa is a bushhole. Don't forget in that is first step. All is telling you that Africa did not get it right. When you allow the Europeans to come into your country, they loot your country, they use your... Look at UK today, UK that are benefiting from Nigeria. For you to travel to UK today, you need 10 million naira to 15 million. And they can even design your visa after buying your visa form. To go to school in UK, that do you know how much it takes? And they are making money from Nigeria. How do you think Donald Trump will respect that kind of country? And we are giant of Africa. Look at the way Africans are doing it. So until we stand up and take our right, nobody will respect us. Donald Trump does not have any regard for Africa. And let's be realistic to ourselves. That's why you see that there are a lot of deportation now in the US. That they go to your country and visit your country instead of coming to litter our dear country and all that. So for me, Donald Trump did what he's supposed to do as a president, because I don't think any leader in Africa deserves Donald Trump inauguration.
Donald Trump asked Buhari, then why are you killing my people when he was why are you killing people when he was the president of the US then? When Buhari was the president, his first step. What does that have to do with the killings of Christians in Nigeria?
Of course, Donald Trump, as I speak to you now, one of the reasons why many people say that Donald Trump is angry with Nigeria, for Nigeria to Nigeria is not an Islamic nation, you provide the Muslim ticket, which is the president and the vice president. I don't think it go well with President Bola Donald Trump. That's why you see him, he's removing most of the aid, HIV aid, all these things that Nigeria are benefiting from US, he's gradually removing it because Nigeria have proved themselves that they are not a Christian country. And we support you, we did everything, but you look into our eye and you said Nigeria is not we that sacrifice ourselves for you. We are not worth for you to take risk for. And we also how everything ended. You brought the suffering Nigeria are suffering today, Peter Obi. Now I prefer to be 27 candidate where Nigeria will run behind, just the same way we kill against Peter Obi in 2023. Peter will do far better than Peter Obi. Now Peter Obi have the integrity, nobody is against for him, but does he have what it takes Look at this Okonkwo. Okonkwo left to Peter Obi. He said, no, I cannot work for you anymore. You are not type of politicians that you work for. If you want to be a politician, be a politician. If you want to be a pastor, be a pastor. Nigeria politics is hijack it and run with it. That is what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in 2023. He hijacked the election and he ran with it. And today he's the president of Nigeria. So Peter Obi does not have what it takes to run, to adjust Nigeria elections and run with it. So for me, why will Nigerians, why will the Igbos that are going to watch this video, why will you risk your life for Peter Obi? Look at, as I speak to you, after that general election in Lagos, we saw what happened to the Igbos in Lagos because of the hatred, because they see that during that election, a lot of Igbos queued behind the Peter Obi, and after that election, the relationship between the Igbos and the Yoruba have failed because of Peter Obi, and Peter Obi could not deliver. So for me, I don't think any Igbo man in Lagos, any Igbo man in Nigeria will want to take that risk. Knowing fully that Peter Obi will also fold his hands, allow the result to be stolen from him. So for me, Omowore should be the man we look up to.
So, but do you ever think that the Igbos will ever be given a chance to be in a job? Some people are saying that there's a plan by the Fulanis and the Yorubas not to allow the Igbos to become president. Do you agree with that opinion?
Let me tell you, Mr. Moderator, the Igbos does not even need presidency. God has given the Igbos what they need to survive. That's why you see over decades now, Igbos have not had time to rule in Nigeria, but yet they are the most successful tribe in Nigeria, in Africa. They are not a president. So the reason why you now see that is glamoring, even the people who are championing for Igbos to be president is not even Igbo. The middle belt, the people who felt that the Yorubas and the Hausa, they cannot do it, they are taking Nigeria backward, are the one that is championing that Igbos are the only alternative Nigeria have. And let's see what they can bring to the table. Now, Peter Obi does not have it. If we have any other Igbo man who have the action, who have the capacity, who have what it takes to hijack it and run with it, definitely we will support that person, but not Peter Obi any longer.
So you are saying that you are not supporting Peter Obi any longer. What do you think Peter Obi can do now to change your mind that may make people like you to say yes, we can queue behind you once again?
For me, there is nothing Peter Obi can do to me now, but you cannot give what you cannot give what you don't have. Check the antecedent of Peter Obi history. Peter Obi is not a criminal politician like others. Take only if in your area there is a criminal, there is a thief. You discover the community know that this person is a criminal. All they do is that they hand over the security of that community to that person. I will tell you, there will not be anything like stealing in our community. So Obidients is too clean. Obidients is too good. You don't want to fight anybody. You don't want to step on people's toes. How can he win election in Nigeria? He cannot. So allow somebody who knows the game like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has been with them, who is dining with them, to come and wrestle power with these old cargoes. And the person, I know, let's put tribe aside, the person who can wrestle power from these old takers who have taken Nigeria as their personal property is Omowore. He has the capacity, he has the strength to wriggle power from these old takers.
There's a lot of thoughts who say that Omowore may be working for the APC. Do you agree with that?
Omowore is not working for APC. Omowore is a leader that I can be proud of. That if Nigeria kill against this young man the way they kill against Peter Obi, we will chase all those old takers away from power. Those old takers that they have taken Nigeria as their property, they are leaving, they will bring their son to replace them. Look at what happened in Edo State, where Osomole has to bring his son to be a commissioner. So these are the things we are talking, and there is an allegation now that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu might bring his son to be a governor of Lagos State. So we need a man who will chase these old takers away, and the only person we have right now is Omowore. So I advise Nigerians, let's keep behind this young man and see this young man can chase these old takers away from power in 2027.
But do you think that even Omowore, do you think that he has that integrity and he has that wide following like Peter Obi that make people to queue behind him?
I have told you, Omowore does not have any regard for anybody. Omowore does not have any respect, and that's why you see that people are not queuing behind him. But we need a man who will look into your face and prosper that whoever you are, whether you be Oba, whether you be anything that are destroying this country, look into their eye and tell them the truth. That is what Burkina Faso is enjoying now. Look at Burkina Faso right now. The world wants to borrow their money. The young man says they don't need money. They have what it takes to take care of them. So Omowore Sowore is the man 2027 that will chase all those old takers away so that Nigeria can reclaim their glory.
There's a bad news coming from this morning on the major headlines this morning, which say that over 13 million Nigerians are hungry. What are your opinions about that this morning? Over 30 million Nigerians are very hungry and they are being pushed into poverty. What do you have to say about that?
Of course, that news is more than 30 million. People that are going to fall into the class of poverty this year might be going to 20 million. As I speak to you, I told you on this channel that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Buhari has eliminated rich. We only have the wealthy people and the poor people. There's nothing like rich anymore.
Middle class.
No middle class anymore, because if you see a big man, a rich man before, he has 3 cars in his compound, he cannot drive anyone to work. He sent public bus because of the cost of the fuel. Now the wealthy people are the politicians, the Dangotes. The poor people, the middle class, now everybody, we are now in the same level. We are struggling to eat 2 square meals in a day. So have it at the back of your mind with this one. Tinubu is increasing tax every day by day. Look at these telecommunications now, they have increased their VAT. Everybody is increased. SME is gradually dying in Nigeria. So why would millions of Nigerians will not fall into that poverty? This is so more than that 30 million is going to fall beyond that poverty.
But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said that the president is performing well and Nigerians are going to see the impact of the reforms that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. Do you think that there will be lights and a tunnel for Nigerians with the way President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing this reform, or you think again that these are just mere propaganda?
Of course, when you listen to this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cabinet, you will know that they are all deceiving themselves. Of course, I won't blame them because you cannot criticize where you are eating from. Okay, look at it. The Bible says if the foundation is being destroyed, what can the righteous do? The righteous has to destroy that foundation and redo the foundation so that when you build a magnificent building, the building can start. I can't tell you now I build a foundation of just a 2-bedroom flat and I will tell you I want to build a 3-story building. It's not possible. If I try it will collapse. I tell you, let me push it to you. We understand the antecedent of Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was a governor of Lagos State. All he do is that he will please some set of people. That is all he do. How he plays politics. So Nigerians should not put mind that at the end of the at the end of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 4 years, we are going to enjoy. There's something like enjoyment. It's only few people that will enjoy his government, and that is his policies.
So now we are closing now, but what is the future for Nigeria? China and the US are competing for AI. India is going into the moon. And Nigeria got independence in 1960, India 1945. Do you think that this country has a bright future, or again, you think that maybe everyone should go their separate ways? Is the best opinion?
Okay, before you go end that story, I told you I'm from Middle Belt. I am in support of splitting this country. I said it before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as a president. I said it that even if you bring an angel to rule this country, you cannot do anything different. The only thing you can do in this world, in this country, split this country or you restructure this country.
They are expanding their Islamization tentacles to Ochun, Oyo, and Ogun states. Southern Nigeria, which is largely occupied by the Igbos and the Yoruba, again I warn, a stitch in time saves 9. Come together as Igbo and the Yorubas, begin to parley together, work together, and find out the kind of crafts and the scheming the Fulanis are using to subjugate you.
But we've seen how Yoruba groups are now getting the Sharia law. Who do you think may be behind this Sharia law that is causing controversy in the southwestern part of Nigeria?
I will tell you. The people that are behind Sharia law is number 1, Sheikh Gumi. Number 2, Bacha Ahmad. Number 3, El Rufai.
In Yoruba land?
I'm telling you, they are funding the Sheikh Imam, the chairman of Council of Imam in Southwest. That's a Kitiman. I don't know what to understand. They are funding them to convince them so that they will instill Sharia court or panel in Southwest, an abomination. Southwest is made up of 65 Christians. Are you listening to me? For 35 Muslims. How could you do that? If you establish Sharia panel in the southwest. What about the worshippers of Shango, Orumila, and so on and so forth? The Yoruba traditionalists, what do you expect them to establish here?